Hello everyone, COD-BO4 is here now, and in today's video I'll actually be going through 9 basic tips and tricks on how to win on Blackout on Black Ops 4. So I say basic because they are pretty basic tips. There is like more advanced tips out there that can help you win more games, but these are basic tips that anyone can do to win, a few of your games. You won't win as much as you would if you do the advanced tips, but obviously you will win games doing these basic tips. What I've got to say is I'm not the best at Blackout. I'm not a pro player or anything, but I've won quite a few games, I definitely do these basic tips, and it does help you win games, definitely. So I might do like a basic tip, might do advanced tips and tricks in like a future video if this video does well and everyone wants me to. But for now we'll just go through the basic tips and tricks, and this will hopefully help you win on Blackout. So the first tip is hot drops. So basically you want to land where there's not very many people going to land. So you don't want it to be like a big place like let's say Nuketown, when the plane is going that direction. If you drop straight away down to Nuketown, there's going to be a lot of people there. You're going to struggle to find a weapon, so there's a lot more people to kill. And if you want to do that, that's fine. But if you want to win, you want to go to a place where there's not going to be very many people, where you can loot and all that, so you have more chance of survival. And then you can just sort of, the less people you come across in the game, the more chance you've got of winning, let's say. Okay, so the second tip is weapons. So as soon as you land, you just pick up any weapon. It doesn't matter what weapon, you just quickly find a weapon. Usually I ignore everything else. Maybe pick up a couple of med kits on the way of trying to find a weapon, but everything else, like the crates or whatever you can pick up, or ammo, usually just leave until you find a weapon. And then when you find a weapon, you can start looting some like med kits, bandages, and then you can also try and find some armor. If you know people are around you, usually I like to pick up the weapons, I like to pick up armor, ammo, and then like bandages and all that, and then try and find the person who is around you if you know there is definitely someone around you. If you carry on looting, he can just shoot you in the back while you keep looting. So usually I like to try and find the guy who is near you once you've got a weapon and everything, and once you've like killed them and no one else is around you, then you can start looting all around. So now we're going to the tip with choosing the weapons. So basically once you've killed everyone around you, there shouldn't be anyone else around you. Now you're just free to loot. So the weapons you really want to try and get are something long range and something very short range. So I always like to have a submachine gun, especially the Maddox. The Maddox seems, I don't know, the best submachine gun, but any submachine gun would do, because there's some cases where you'll be close quarters, and submachine guns will always beat assault rifles really close quarters. And then I usually like to have something long range. So in this video I actually have a outlaw, which is one of my favorite weapons in the game. If you can't find like an outlaw, that's fine. Any snipers are obviously still good, but any assault rifles with like long scopes, like 3x, 4x, they're fine as well, because that will do you long range. And then you have the submachine gun for any cases of like going into buildings and everything, because they'll always beat assault rifles close range. And as I said, if you can't find any snipers or anything, then assault rifles with 3x or 4x scopes is fine. And you'll always want to fully attach your weapons as much as you can as well, obviously, because that makes the weapons less recoil, more accurate, and maybe a little bit more damage, but not much more damage, but definitely the less recoil and more accurate. So you always want to try and find attachments to your weapons as well. Okay, so the next tip is you don't always have to loot the person you kill. As you just seen in this clip here, I just left him because the circle was coming in. there's no need to loot his stuff. I had some pretty decent stuff on me already. There was no need to loot him at all. Just get out of the circle, because the circle will do some damage to you. Okay, so the next one is vehicles. Don't forget to use vehicles if you need them. Like in this case, I used a quad bike to, get out the circle quicker. Because obviously, if I didn't take the bike, then I would take more damage. I know that the vehicles, make a lot of sound, so sometimes it can attract you. That's why I don't use vehicles, a lot of the time. I rarely use vehicles, but I use vehicles if I have to in this case. So if you have to use a vehicle to quickly get out of the circle, do it, because the circle will do a lot of damage to you, especially if you need to go quite far. If you don't need to go that far, then it's probably best to leave the vehicle. But if you need to go far like I did, then definitely use a vehicle, so stop you getting damaged from the circle. And then, as you can see, I actually stopped just before I got in the circle, because obviously if the further I get, the more people will be in the circle already and they can hear me. So I'll stop just outside, then I could actually just run inside myself because I had time to. So if you've got a case like that, you can just stop and then just run in yourself. But if you can't do that and you just need to drive fully into the circle, then that's fine. Okay, so the next big tip is, this is probably one of the main tips, stick to the outer circle. So you never want to go direct in the middle. If you go direct in the middle, there's going to be lots of people coming in towards you. I like to stay outside the circle, and I usually like to stay outside as well. I don't really like to go in buildings. In buildings, a lot of people seem to go loot, and they also seem to, you get a lot of people camping in corners and that. And I can obviously, there's like tips in that to stop, to kill people camping in corners, but they're more advanced tips. So for now, these are basic tips, but you always want to stay with the outer circle, beneficially outside, behind cover. So you just stay around the outside, slowly move yourself in, so you don't come across that many people. If you do, you've got the advantage because they're inside and you're looking on them. So once you're in the circle and you're staying around the outer circle, don't be afraid to stay in a very good position. So like where I am now, it's very good. I've got some cover, I'm on high ground, I've got a sniper so I can snipe people. So if you find a place like this in the circle, just stick to it. You don't have to keep moving around the circle, just stay in this place, wait until the circle gets smaller, then you can sort of like rotate around the side again. But at the moment in this position, it's very good because I've got some cover and I've got the high ground. Right, and also don't be afraid to heal. Like if someone's shooting at you like they are at me now, I just stay back, go behind the rock and heal. If I go try and fight him, I'm going to be at a disadvantage already because he knows where I am. I don't know where he is, and I've also got lower health. So if I just tried to fight that battle there, he probably would have killed me straight away because I don't know where he is and I'm on low health. So just sit back, heal, try and find out where he is before you start shooting him and everything. Don't go out in the open. So just stay back, heal, and then try and find out where he is. And then the last tip is be patient with the circle and just the shots you're taking. So if you're in the circle and someone else has to come in the circle, just wait for them to come in the circle. You've got the advantage, you've got the cover. Just be patient with your position and also be patient with your shots. Okay, so thanks for watching. This is my first ever tutorial video on Black Ops 4. I rarely make tutorial videos, so sorry if I was a bit rusty with the tips and tricks. I'm not really used to making tutorials, but I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it does help as well. So don't forget to like the video if you did enjoy it and it does help you out. And if you don't forget to check my other videos out on Black Ops. I make obviously I stream as well, so you can check that out. But yeah, I do make videos and stream on Blackout, so you can check them videos out if you want to. And also I'm planning to make my videos. What I'm going to make now, I'm going to like speed them up, so I'm going to edit my videos a bit more from now on. So the videos that you watch, sometimes that's a bit boring parts, but I'm going to speed parts up to make them less boring, a bit more entertaining to watch. So thanks for watching, subscribe if you do enjoy my videos, and hopefully I'll see you next time.